Hello, everyone. Welcome to RazuTales, my new YouTube channel where I share my passion for books and stories. If you love stories as much as I do, you're definitely in the right place. As this is my first video here, I thought it'd be great to start with what I'm currently reading and a couple of books I've just finished. I hope these give you a taste of what you can expect from this channel. So, first up, we have Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, which is right here. Um, this is the second book in the Stormlight Archive series, and it's really awesome. I'm a bit of a Sanderson fan, and I'm slowly but surely reading through all of his books. I've been postponing the Stormlight Archive books a bit, but decided that this year would be the year where I read through it all. So I'm currently in book 2, Words of Radiance, and I have to say that Sanderson's world building is just unmatched. The way he weaves storylines together is just amazing. So if you're a fan of big fantasy worlds with deep lore, this is definitely a series you should get into. If you're not into long epics, but still want to check out who this Sanderson guy is, I would suggest that you pick up, let me get it, this one, Tress of the Emerald Sea. This is more of a light-hearted romp set in the Sanderson universe, and this is what got me hooked. It is just a fantastic book, really, really great. So I like to switch between books when one book begins to tire me out, and that often happens when I'm reading large epics. So I picked up a sci-fi book thinking that it would be a standalone sci-fi book, but I was pretty wrong. This is also a very large epic, The Empire of Silence by Christopher, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Christopher Rucchio, and it's very much a space opera. And it reminds me a lot of The Name of the Wind in the way it is written and told. So the protagonist here is not a particularly nice person, and you follow him from fugitive to kind of a hero. And the universe this takes place in is just full of rich history and languages, and I was hooked within a few pages. Even though it is a debut novel, it is packed with action and politics and all the good stuff. So when I'm done with this, I'm definitely going to talk more about it. So those are the two books I'm currently reading. I have, over the last few weeks, I've finished a couple of other books. So I have to mention this one. This is has probably become one of my favorite books, and it is The Fisherman by John Langan. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. So, if you like your fiction with a side of cosmic horror and folklore, very much like Lovecraftian mythos, then this is just a must read. It's about grief and loss, and it's wrapped up in a narrative that is both terrifying and beautifully written. The storytelling is super unique, using a story within a story format. I don't want to spoil too much, but so the person who is the narrator who's telling the story, he halfway through he switches to tell someone else's story, someone who told him the story. So it becomes this weird story in a story. You definitely need to read it and see what you think. So also this book is probably the only book ever, or the first book ever, that has given me nightmares. So I cannot recommend this book enough if you like horror stories. It's just amazing. Speaking of horror books, this is a classic I never read until sometime last week. Pet Cemetery by Stephen King. And it didn't give me nightmares like The Fisherman did, but it was unsettling and very captivating. I definitely understand why this is a classic. It's a tale of horror that explores how far you would go to bring back someone you love, and shows all the consequences of doing that. And being a dad myself, and of course, it's about a kid being brought back. Um, I could definitely relate to the protagonist in this story, even though it's crazy what happens. So, a fantastic read if you're looking for something to keep you up at night. So, I suspect that I will need to take a break from the two large epics I'm currently reading. So, I have a couple of other books that are on my to be read list, which I will probably start sometime next week as well, just to take a break away from the epics. And the first of those is this one called The Will of the Many by James Islington or Islington. Again, I'm bad with names. Sorry about that. So I haven't seen much buzz about this book yet, but the premise really caught my eye. Um, it's set in a world where society is governed by the powerful, yet or it's governed by a powerful council, which is secret. No, people don't know what who is in the council. That's I haven't read the book yet, so this is just what I read on the cover. And citizens can vote to decide their fate, but with every vote, they risk losing more than just their political power. It's described as a blend of dystopian politics and suspenseful mystery, which sounds like a thrilling read that offers both some intrigue and also commentary on power dynamics. I like that kind of stuff. So, really looking forward to starting that. And then, finally, I also have this wonderful book here. I just finished book one and book two of The Free Body Problem a couple of weeks ago, and decided to take a break before reading the third one, which is this one, Death's End. Now it's gonna go really crazy with the pronouncement of names. Cixin Liu, I think, is the guy who wrote these, and I really love the first two, and it's some of the most original sci-fi I have read in years. So this one, Death's End, continues to explore humanity's place in the cosmos, and potential futures that humanity might face. And Liu, he mixes science fiction with philosophical questions and discussions in ways that are very mind expanding and deeply existential. So I'm really eager to wrap up this series. I know there's a fourth book, but that's not written by Cixin Liu. So I'm probably gonna skip that one, unless this is really good and I want more of that universe. So those are my current and upcoming reads. I would very much like to know what you're reading. Let me know in the comments. I'm constantly looking to explore new genres, new authors. So please comment. Let me know what you're reading. Maybe I will feature some of your favorites in future videos. I hope to be able to post a video or two every week. So if you found this video interesting, I hate to do this, sorry. Please do the YouTube thing. Just click all the buttons, subscribe, like, yada yada. And thank you very much for watching. I'm Razu. This is RazuTales, and I'll see you in the next chapter.